Yeah, so you can kind of see it's a little bit flat. Today's special treat is a simulated salted meadow. So today we're going to be working on a 1970 Toyota FJ40 Land Cruiser. It may not look like much now, but just give us a little time and we'll have it back on the road. So I'm here today with my friend Jeff. So Jeff, why don't you tell us a little bit about how you ended up with this project?
My son and I, Tanner, refurbished one about 8 years ago. It became his daily driver for high school, and that was pretty much mostly a full-on restoration. Not like perfect, but it was a good one. So then my daughter got interested, not necessarily in the project, but in the money that could be made from possibly selling one of these. So I found two of them actually. The guy was getting rid of two older FJ40s. One actually had a working engine, transmission, and the other was mostly just a frame and a few body parts. But I ended up buying both of those and kind of parted out the one and took the parts I needed to make a full, complete one here. So all the parts are in the garage, and then sold the other frame and stuff. Anyway, my daughter and I put in a few hours of cleaning the frame. We had the body off and did a frame cleaning and painting, and so she was in on that quite a bit. And then life got kind of messy. This was probably 4 or 5 years ago that we started, and here we are 5 years later. My daughter's in her 4th year of college, and so she's gone, and here we are left with a project in my mom's garage. But it's okay. It's still motivating to do it, especially with a friend.
Right. So we're going to put together a list of kind of a punch list of what's left to do, and I think the big goal is to get it painted before the weather
before it gets cold
starts to get too cold. So we're going to walk around and put together that list. So join us.
So yeah, we're going to make a quick list of things to do still. Like I said, the engine was working and it should be in pretty good shape. I've kind of redone all the fluids and things like that. It'll need some carb tuning and whatnot. So I guess left to do on the engine is just some hookups of hoses and oils, fluids, things like that. Probably need a carb tune. It's got a new battery. Looks like
new aluminum radiator.
Need to bleed the brakes. I put new shoes and pads on, or new shoes on all the brakes, but they need to be bled and adjusted. So that's left to do. Moving on back, there's still some final bodywork tuning to do on the fenders and things like that. Final sandings. Decided to, originally I was going to do kind of a flat red, which is what this color was going to be, but I've changed my mind and I'm doing more of a flat gray. So a non-traditional Land Cruiser color, but I kind of like that gray, so that's what we're going with. I found a full roll bar from somebody on Craigslist, so that's in there, ready to go. There's a bunch of dash work to be done and some new wiring and hoses to be redone and stuff.
Do you have the heater box?
Yeah, I've got the heater core, so I think I've got all the parts. So now it's just a matter of final sanding. We've got obviously the rear windshield panel here. It's in pretty good shape, but needs kind of a final sanding. I've got most of the glass. We'll have to get new rubber for all of the windows and doors and things. So that's on the list. These tires are kind of a nice size tire. They're quite a bit bigger than the standard tires, but I found them from a guy down in Golden, and he same thing, Craigslist. But it's a Land Cruiser rim. I think it's off of an FJ40 or something, 55 or something like that. It's a bigger rim, but the tires are bigger too. And the story with that is that he owned a bunch of FJ40s and 50s and 60s, and one of the ones that he owned was owned by John Denver. So I try to think that this might have some value, even though it probably never had anything to do with John Denver, but at least there was some history there.
The tires came from a guy who bought a Land Cruiser from John Denver.
Yeah, one of John Denver's original.
So that has a lot of value.
Yeah, so there you go. So moving around, so I did put in some aftermarket Jeep seats and a rear seat. They'll need to be fixed up a little bit, put some covers on and things like that. But
the headrests look like Land Cruiser headrests.
yeah, they do actually. Yeah, I don't think they are, but they're very similar to that. So obviously some more body work here a little bit. I mean, the panels are in pretty good shape. They have been cut a little bit, so they're not
flares on?
Yeah, I've got flares that I think I'll use. And I have corner plates, aluminum. You can see it. See, there's parts strewn everywhere, but I've got these corner aluminum clad plates that I'll probably use. These doors need somebody painted them black, so those need to be stripped down. That's probably going to take a while getting those ready. But front windshield,
but there's no rust on them.
No, they're in good shape. So
they're just black.
Yeah. So that's good. Yeah, so good shape
the
there.
The top, I think, is in good shape, isn't it?
Yeah, the side panels were over here in the hood. I've got, actually, the fiberglass top has been repainted and ready to go. It's in the upstairs garage, so that one's just about ready. And
yeah, it looks like you've got a new exhaust on it.
yeah, new exhaust, new. Let me see if I can get a shot. Replaced all the bushings and the leaf springs, and
Oh yeah, I see
it's
that.
got slight lifters on the front, I guess.
Oh, so a little larger shackles.
Well, I guess these are originals. I was thinking they were.
Yeah, those do look like original shackles.
Shackles, but, yeah, and I had the body off, and so the frame's been all cleaned and redone. And so it's.
And then new bushings between the
Yeah,
frame and the
bed,
body.
Yep.
Yeah.
So all new spacers and bolts and bushings and stuff. So it should be in pretty good shape when it's done.
All right. Well, I think we just need to get busy.
I think so.
Here we have Jeff doing spot sandblasting with all of the appropriate safety gear.
PPE.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No worries about silica in your lungs or anything like that. Just let it rip.
All right. So just got the package from TCP Global, and this will be the paint and primer. So, epoxy primer. It's a gray primer. I think it's fairly forgiving stuff, and then it's called a Dove Gray is the color. It's kind of a flat. It's about a 30% gloss, I guess, so not totally flat.
Let's just look at our progress
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
So we got the two top side panels completely sanded,
Good with 150 grit
rounds.
sand.
and
Hit the
then
corners with the blaster.
we got the back hatch.
Your door needs a fine grit sand, but it's almost ready. For the most part, they're in really good shape. So.
All right, Jeff, so what's the plan for today?
Alright, get some more panels, little miscellaneous parts sanded, and scrape some of the gooey stuff off of these doors.
Nice.
Lovely. And down to the looks like the primer on this one. So that's look at that.
Oh, look at that.
That's some clean metal there. All right, so we're just disassembling these doors because there's so many little parts and pieces that keep it from, would make it hard to paint otherwise. So we're just taking off different things. Took out the window, actually, the glass. All these. The rubber on these is pretty good, so we try to save that. And making some progress. Sandblaster's going. So we're moving forward.
Piece by piece.
Yeah.
Bolt by bolt.
Oh, hey, Mom.
Hi, Dad. Ready for some coffee?
Wow, thanks for the coffee.
It's hot.
Yeah, that's
I'll get your scones right coming up.
okay. Eats treats. Here we go. Thanks.
Oh,
But they're coffee.
Oh, wow, look at that. Little orange sauce. Dipping sauce.
Yeah.
Wow, thanks.
Yeah.
Pete's Treats, special scones. Pecan.
Right.
yeah, what are they? They're
Pecan scones.
pecan
yeah.
scones, and
Yeah.
what's the...
Lemon curd.
Oh, nice.
So you just kind of break off a hunk and dip it in there.
Okay.
The lemon curd's what makes them good.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
all right.
Enjoy.
Oh, thanks.
All right,
yeah.
thank Yeah, bring it on
Little
in.
pecan scones and some lemon curd.
Tasty.
Break off a chunk.
Give it a try. You gotta dip it in the curd, she said.
Dip it in. That's what makes it good. All right. All right, here we are. Sauna summary. TFJ project.
Yeah, roadworthy project. FJ40 roadworthy project. And we just thought we'd do a summary of our progress so far here in the sauna.
Oh, it's so nice.
So yeah, so far, Jeff, what have we done? We've
we basically got all of the parts and pieces and the body and stuff sanded and ready for painting. So
we did some sandblasting
sandblasting,
and some
sanding, and
some more sanding,
peeling with some
Oh,
chemicals.
that's right. Yeah.
On the doors. Yeah, lots of sanding. 3 different grits, some sandblasting, some steel wire wheeling. Yeah, it was a lot of work.
Lots of little parts.
So many little corners and crevices.
Yeah, but it's all ready to go. So the next video will be the painting. So priming and painting will be the next episode. So be sure to join us.
Absolutely, yeah. Next round's going to be good. Good progress. I'm sure there will be more Pete's Treats in the next episode.
Always Pete's Treats.
Man, those are good. That kept us going. So looking forward to that, and always looking forward to the next sauna session. So, but we did timing wise. Our goal was to get it done before winter and before it got cold, and we just made it. It was 10 degrees for a high, or 9 degrees this week. So we just slipped it in and got it ready to go, and so it's going to be good.
So yeah, join us for the next Joyride Pictures FJ40 Roadworthy project.
See you then.